burn down our cities. We're not going to do all that crazy shit. But if we find out that all the polling stations, all these numbers, and all this shit is all rigged, then there's going to be a problem. If there's a draw, well, not a draw, I'm sorry, if it's delayed, and they're playing that whole 3 months, 2 months, whatever, it's going to be, that's when it's going to start getting restless. Because guess what? We didn't do anything when they shot our president in the head. We didn't do anything. Everybody was chill. This, I think that would be the last straw. I think so. You have any different perspective on what they said? Go ahead.
So I think one of two things is going to happen. I think if Kamala wins, I don't see our country being united at all for at least 4 years. I think Trump has a very unique opportunity. If he wins again, think about you're familiar with the hero's journey? Trump is on his hero's journey vibe right now. And to come back again, this is going to be the second time in American history where a sitting president lost and came back and won. And I think that's going to happen. The last time that happened was Grover Cleveland in the 1890s. So I think Trump will be vindicated. I think there'll be an opportunity for him to bridge the gap. And then eventually, the biggest gap right now in our country, it's not blacks and whites, it's not Jews and Muslims, it's not diploma divide, it's the gender divide. This is the largest gender divide that we've had in the history of our country. Trump is up, I think, 18 points on men, and Kamala is up 16 points in women. Men and women need to get back together and start making some babies. If Trump wins, I might do it tonight, guys. I don't know. Let's see what happens. With a woman, no men are getting pregnant. I don't care what you say.
By the way, can somebody find this guy a wife or something? You know somebody.
Can we give a shout out? Speaking of, I see our PhD student right here. Apollo, Adolfo Hart. I see our guy. Hold on, can I get a little pump is in the house?
Little Pump? What? He's there? That's live. What? Little Pump. Hey, yo, what the hell are you doing here?
Sure. Yeah.
Good gang, good gang, good gang.
Yep, they're ready.
Yep, I think we have
Little Pump can get mic'd up. Tom, if you want to get up there with Amy, we got a state to call, folks.
West Virginia, the
Tom, want to get up there?
Yep. Get up there, Tom.
So, yeah. All right.
No, I'm not doing that like that. No, I'm not doing that. I'm just saying that he got West Virginia. I don't know if that's a swing state, but he's got WV. Damn, he barely pulled that off. God damn.
Even though there's only a few precincts reporting, and it's narrow here, the underlying precincts are in, and this one has been called for Donald Trump.
Yep. So far, Donald Trump got West Virginia.
And we have a very
Oh, shit. He took Florida. That's 30 delegates. Hell yeah. Trump, baby.
And if you look at our friends down in Miami,
Miami, yeah, man. Trump all day, bro. What the you think this is? I ain't stupid.
Adam, take a look at this.
How you guys doing tonight? I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'm trying to like talk over the audio. I am watching the election right now. So far, just to keep you guys updated, Trump's took Florida, West Virginia, Indiana. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it. Yeah. I'm gonna try to like stream without getting copyright or anything like that. I'm really not trying to. I've already gotten 2 off of just a live stream, so try to keep it real simple. Not too much audio with what I'm watching, but just based on what I'm watching. If you guys are asking what I'm watching the PBD podcast. So if you guys are interested, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, we got to make stuff make sense. Okay, so he had Wisconsin, West Virginia, Kentucky, and Indiana. Thanks, fireman. Yeah, that's a good recap. So he took Florida.
Statistically, it's about a 64% probability right now. Remember, some very big states may be held back from being called.
Did you say 64% probability of winning the state or winning the whole thing?
Of winning the whole thing, but based on
Just keep going. We just got to keep voting. Make sure this rigging doesn't take place. None of that. Nah, we're not doing that.
magical things happen at midnight.
Am I voting for Trump? I already did.
One more there?
3 times a charm, baby.
If those, you know those vote dumps we saw?
I know it doesn't mean much politically, and you know you might not care about that, but I voted for Trump 3 times. So,
Okay. So
and I'll be honest, I wasn't like a Trump dude from the get-go. I was convinced the first time when he went against Hillary, because I knew that girl ain't no, not her, not her.
We see here.
So it was one of those things where I was like, I hear what he was saying. I loved when he debated with her and he kept it so straight with her, and everybody saw it.
We are here in Florida with a
Congratulations, kid.
that the systems work as
He's a smart man. You'll be fine in life. He's guiding you down the right path. Honestly. So
has reported 0.
let's just keep it moving.
Pennsylvania has reported 0.
Okay.
Fantastic. Thank
Of
you for
course.
that, Amy. Do we have a mic for Little Pump? Yes.
Yeah, man. So we're here, man. This is our D-Day. This is what it is.
I like your 3-piece suit. They look great. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So how you feeling?
Just keep voting.
Why are you
Let's keep going.
President Trump? Why are you
Trump all day, man. It just is what it is at this point. It's not about who you like. It's about the country. You just gotta look for the country, man. We already know what they blue people doing. We already seen it. There's nothing else to prove. I don't gotta convince you. You live life like me. Everything stinks. Sucks right now. How many wars we're involved in? Nah, man. I don't gotta convince you. You see it. Damn that. I don't care about speeches and all that. Nah. Let's keep it straight. Life stinks right now. You gotta damn near have 2 jobs or afford rent. Like, come on, man. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Have you always been a Trump guy? And if no, when did it flip for you?
You're good, man. Thank you for the subscription. Man, you don't even have to be convinced. You live life every day, dude. Unless you're like one of those guys that fed a tea. You're fed. You wake up to freaking gold in your pockets. Like, unless you're one of those guys spoon fed, nah, man, it's hard out here. The people on the left paying celebrities to make them feel better. They gotta pay. Who is that? Meg the Stallion? The hell is Meg the Stallion got to do with our lives? Bless you too. Thank you. Man, like it just makes sense.
When you went out there and became supportive of Trump, who in the hip hop community called and says, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?" Did anybody call you and tell you anything?
I'll be honest.
He's a rapper.
The mic shut up.
I know. It's all good. God bless you guys too. Currently, I'm looking at this rapper named Lil Pump. He's a rapper. I know it don't mean anything, but it just says that, you know, the right can pay celebs too and stuff, but not saying they paid him. But he's not even talking for Trump at a rally. This is just a separate podcast. It's not popular. There's nobody out here that's celebrity oriented. He's doing it by his own merit. He's out here supporting. You're damn straight. I respect that.
Because of Trump, but I don't care about that, bro. Because I want this country to be great again. You know what's happened in 4 years? It's been shit. Bro.
It's been bad. Let's stop playing. God bless everybody out here that's out here voting.
It's great to see.
I'm happy that we're at least seeing it. No matter all cultures, we're all seeing the same thing.
But they're sitting there saying, "Wait a minute, I'm interested in this." One of the stories, I think I got a call from Vanity Fair asking a question about.
What are you guys' thoughts on the election so far? What are you guys thinking?
Strategy of helping his father with his friend Bo, get on all these younger podcasts to get the younger men. What do you think about, what do they call it? The
like, comment, and
podcast.
subscribe, share the news.
What do you think about this? I said, I think Kamala should do it. Why isn't she doing it? You know, it's a strategy, right? I mean, Kamala got, what endorsement has Kamala gotten so far? J-Lo?
J-Lo? Meg the Stallion, Sexy Red.
And they don't understand this, but they have a big
All of them got diseases. Oh, Lady Gaga. I don't know.
And that's what they don't understand. And it's horrible.
I mean, I love the perspective that you got the courage to get up there and say that. Make some noise, everybody. Little Pump.
Lil Pump.
Thank you.
He's out here, though. No matter. He's out here. I can respect that. Don't matter. Got the mag on.
Appreciate you. I got a question for you guys.
They all, and it's funny all of them were PD's parties.
In the last 90 days, let's go July 13th. A lot of different things have happened. And by the way, I'm curious to know how you would answer this yourself as well. We were talking about this earlier with the elite folks that we had lunch with. There's been a lot of different events that have happened. You got the assassination attempt.
Yep, that was
You
bad.
got Elon Musk coming out and saying, I endorse Trump, and they did that live that got 1 billion views.
Yep.
You got Joe Rogan. You got RFK coming out and saying, I'm going to be on this side. You got Tulsi Gabbard.
Tulsi Gabbard, that was a really big one to me. Because she killed Kamala. She's the one that actually beat her head to head. And she's like, nah, I can't do this.
Get 3, 4, 5 lists. What would it be, Brian? What would you say?
I would say,
Yeah.
first of all, when
So-
the left talks about how Trump incites violence.
I don't understand that.
Last time I checked, they tried to kill him twice. Okay, so let's put the blame where it actually belongs. But forget that. Notice who actually supports Trump and who supports Kamala. It's people. The people that support Trump have built something. They've spent a lifetime building a brand, building a business, creating wealth, creating a product that people want.
Right.
And
I agree with
creating
that.
employment. And those people pay a price when they're wrong. Those people have to come into contact with objective.
They got to
reality.
face that
Take
reality.
a look at someone like Tim Walz or the people that are supporting that, we call them the ruling elite. Do they pay a price?
For their
when they're
screw
wrong?
ups? No, they don't.
They make their living with their mouth. They don't make their living with their head.
Man.
They're not having to get the food out there in time. They're not having to compete. And
Oh,
that is a
what you guys
very
say?
important
Why is YouTube looking at reviewing one of your messages? What you guys do?
What resonates with me
You guys got to be nice. We are a chill channel right now. We're just listening to the election.
risks and being honest about it. That's who.
You know,
who should always
still, I
put
want to hear you guys' thoughts.
your
What do you guys
sort
think?
of energy behind, because I think
About the
that's
election
closer
in
to the
general.
truth than the other stuff. The other side, all they're good at doing is controlling a narrative none of us believe in. The way that is it weird when the news talks about how this is going on and this is going on, and the rest of us are living in the real world, and we go, I don't see it. I don't see all the stuff they're talking about. So I just think at the end of the day, it becomes madness.
All the events. Everything
Yeah,
happens.
man, this is
All
going to
the
be a
stuff we
crazy
heard.
election,
What are the
man.
top
I really hope that they
five
can call it
influential
tonight.
things that's going to be the tipping point?
I don't like them delaying it a week and doing all that. That's
I
BS.
think number one, and this is no joke, and I think everybody will test, Elon Musk spending $46 billion and losing money for Twitter so we can hear everything. Because none of us would be hearing shit. You wouldn't
Yeah,
be
man.
hearing.
I give it up to Elon, man. He bought Twitter, made it X, and now you could just do whatever and just express your opinion. Nobody's gonna like downplay it and monetize you. And it's one of the very few apps that you can freely say what you say as an opinion. That's the basis of this country. Freedom of speech. How many outlets can you do that? You can't do it on any other. I have a lot of apps. You can't do anything remotely free unless you're on X. Everything gets thrown out, looked upon, and reviewed. That's not America. That's a communist country.
Do their job that one day. I think where's that at, Pat?
That's crazy.
I don't know. I think that's it for me. That's it. But Elon's number one.
Well,
Elon Musk was a very good
I think
pickup
Trump
as
is
far as
just
an
a
endorsement.
dude. So we were at by the way,
Tony Starks is endorsing him. I'm just saying, that's all you need to know about that.
when he asks you what you're up to, just go, yeah, I'm available. So that was awesome.
Thank you guys for the likes. Appreciate it.
So Aaron Judge, who was likely to be the AL MVP, he was doing horrible the first 4 games, right? Like what was his batting average?
He was batting
horrible.
.93
And
or
we
something.
said, you know what? He's gonna hit a home run tonight. And he did. Why?
Just
Because
keep
he was
on voting, man.
I think if you look at Trump, just overall, Trump, guys, I don't know if you know this, Trump hasn't won an election since 2016. Now you might say, well, what happened, this and that. He won in 2016. They lost the midterms in 2018. They lost,
Yeah.
allegedly, the election in 2020. They lost the midterms when there was supposed to be a red
In
wave
2020, yeah.
2 years ago.
Nobody
They
showed
won that
up because they
without
didn't think it was
decision.
important, which I
think
understand
Trump
that.
is just due. There's also something else that I think.
What they did was they just waited. You know what I'm saying? They didn't care about the 2 years of the Senate's.
And it's this guy
The
called
local representatives, their
Dylan
term are
Mulvaney.
every 2 years, right?
And
So what happened was
when
they
this
didn't care. They
guy-
cared about the actual general election.
I think I need to tell
We
him.
have that. The Republicans have the House and Congress.
I don't want to tell him. It's a little embarrassing.
Tell him, Pat. Tell him it's okay.
I don't know a lot of people who in their cubicle have a small little poster of Dylan Mulvaney. Adam does.
Like, subscribe, share the channel, people.
Adam's got a Dylan Mulvaney
Just streaming
poster in his
the
office.
election right now.
He's excited about. Go ahead. What are you
Watching
doing with Dylan Mulvaney?
PBD podcast live. So check them out. Great cast.
There's a storyline.
Very objective. There's no like left leaning stuff. We just keep it straightforward.
And so ridiculous.
If we're wrong, we're wrong. If we're right, we're right. That's how we do it.
Bud Light. How many billions of dollars did Bud Light lose when they made him the sponsor?
So stupid that they did that.
And whether you call it an agenda, whether you call it this message, whether you call it the woke mind virus,
The
where
woke
Elon
mind
Musk
virus.
basically stepped up because one of his kids.
I just want to take you back. Adam, I said, what is the most single important
So-
event? You're telling me about Dylan Mulvaney. He's thinking about Dylan Mulvaney, Dad.
I think that concept made every like-minded sane person be like, what the hell's going on here? They're trying to pass this dude as a woman. I'd rather have an asshole named Donald Trump that gets GSD.
What are you writing, Jameer Townsend? What are you writing?
Little lady boy.
What are you doing, sir?
Okay.
So I think that resonated.
All right. I still didn't get my question answered. So, Rob, can you play a clip of yesterday's podcast?
What was yesterday's
Musk and Rogan.
podcast?
Who
What
watched
y'all
the
got
entire
going on?
podcast? Musk and Rogan. Play this one clip from last night's podcast. Go ahead, Rob.
I'll say it again now. I think this was the last election. If Trump doesn't win, this is the last election.
I think you're right.
Yeah. They already showing you they don't even pick their own damn candidates. So it's like, I don't want to deal with that like life where you don't even pick who you voting for at all. The Democrats did it just as fast as with Kamala. She wasn't even elected.
If Trump doesn't win, this is the last election.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think people, and a lot of people are waking up and realize that have been lifelong Democrats. Guys like Bill Ackman, guys like Chamath.
Yeah, exactly.
Tulsi Gabbard switched over to the Republicans. Like, there's a lot of people who their whole life they've been left wing. They realize, like, I can't do this anymore.
You and I used to be Democrats.
Yeah.
So,
Wow, look at them.
It's nuts.
Yeah, I know Rogan was left-leaning liberal.
and
He switched. He's like, this is too much.
They will legalize not illegals. To turn swing
They're gonna make everybody illegal and have more rights than you. Like, that's just how it is. They're already showing you, so it's not even speculation.
Final.
I'm not trying to live in a world where I'm illegal in my own damn country. What the fuck? That's
I
crazy.
just want to like go out and vote.
Please.
Vote like your life depends on it. Vote like your future depends on it, because it does. This was the last chance for me.
Brian, you've been friends with Joe for how many years? You and Joe have been friends for how long?
Joe, exactly 30 years.
30 years.
30.
Okay.
And he called me yesterday and he was nervous. But what I reminded him is this. Look, at the end of the day, the Republic is strong, you know, and I just don't...
You're back. All right, kiddos. Thanks for coming back, man. Appreciate that. You know, I'm still following coverage. Nothing's been updated yet.
Across the border come from staunchly Catholic backgrounds. And they almost all overwhelmingly, especially the second generation. If you look at the stats...
I was asking what are you guys' thoughts. Thank you for the likes.
So I'm just not that worried. And by the way, I think we will endure. And I think if Kamala wins, we give her 4 more years to screw things up even worse. And the rest of us go. And then we got J.D. Vance.
The election, I mean, I'm not really much to say because we don't have any numbers, really. We have 4 city count states that have been verified. 3 of them are Trump's.
And again, I keep saying, remember, if Kamala
There's nothing to
wins,
really talk about. The time to put votes in is already done. They're counting up now. But I will say, if you did vote for Trump, for my audience out there right now,
do you think Rogan will ever...
I think you did the best thing you could do for yourself in life because you also have another candidate that's going to be running soon in J.D. Vance. So if Trump for whatever reason can't run or doesn't win, J.D. Vance is next in the slot. So you gained another candidate that's actually capable of winning an election, that actually means something, that actually has your core values still in check. You also have some independents like Tulsi Gabbard, who's a woman. So for the women out there that want to have inclusion, well, you got one right there waiting. She's right there. That is a woman I would vote for. Absolutely. 100%. I'm a man about equality, and I'll tell you why I like her. Decorated. She was a Navy, she was a military nurse. Okay? She was also appointed counsel in California. She was a Democrat at some point, right? She also is one of the very few candidates to actually beat Kamala, or whatever hell you say her name, head to head. To the point where she had to detract from her actual campaign and her campaign. And the only reason why she was elected is because of old little Biden wanted some DI hires. So if you really look and break down Kamala's success, she was never actually elected. She was not elected. She was picked. I don't even know why. They never had a primary for her to be elected against the other Democrats who were running, like a Bernie Sanders. Clearly, you guys don't like him if you're a Democrat. That's why he was elected. For how many times did he try to run? 4 or 5 times? You don't want him. You don't want Hillary. You didn't want anybody in the Democrat Party. So they just said, the hell with it. Let's just vote for this chick. And that's it. You didn't even have a Democratic DNC. You didn't have that. You just picked them. They just picked her. Which tells you there's no actual real election in the left. You don't have a choice. Whoever they want to pick, they pick. I don't want to live in a world like that, man. Me personally. The Republican, the RNC, had a primary. Or, not even that they had a primary. They had their own campaigns. A lot of them just said, you know what, we're going to end my campaign. We're going to end it. We're not even going to bother, and we're just going to support Trump. They knew what the deal was. They know that he is the by far best candidate because he's already been president. You've seen the 4 years with him. The only difference is you don't have COVID. You don't have a George Floyd. You don't have a racial tension. You don't have any of that. That's going to manipulate and make your mind like, I got to go to the other side. You've seen 3.5 years. You know what it is. There's nothing to really hide out here at this point. You're literally living what the blue is. This is blue economics. Biden economics, whatever that even means.
If you got the clip, folks, you got to see this. Because after you watch this,
I mean, I can literally say it. I don't really have to say anything. You live it. You have high prices. You have inflation. Everything is costly, expensive. Schooling is ridiculous. I don't even know. Who the hell can afford school nowadays? Do they even have, what was that Florida, what's that thing they had, the Florida Bright Futures and stuff? Do they even have that? I don't even know if they have that. You got Oprah Winfrey, like she doesn't even like black people, so why the hell is she talking? Looking like a bug. Nobody even likes this chick. Nobody looks at Oprah and is like, oh, Jesus Christ, I gotta be like Oprah. No, nobody does that.
This sounds like political presidential talk to me, and I know people are talking about
they were talking about this back in the 80s and 90s.
Would you ever?
Probably not, but I do get tired of seeing the country ripped.
Why would you not?
I just don't think I really have the inclination to do it. I love what I'm doing. I really like it.
Also, doesn't pay as well.
No.
Don't pay as well. Nah.
You know, I just probably wouldn't do it. I probably wouldn't, but I do get tired of seeing what's happening with this country. And if it got so bad, I would never want to rule it out totally, because I really am tired of seeing what's happening with this country. How we're really making.
Oh, does time change?
You've said though that if you didn't become president, you believe you'd win.
Well, I don't know. I think I'd win. I tell you what, I wouldn't go in to lose. I've never gone in to lose in my life. And if I
That's a young JD right there. DT.
I would say that I would have a hell of a chance of winning, because I think people, I don't know how your audience was, but I think
when there's a wave and does its own thing, it actually like stay still. And you know what's crazy too is I said it here. I said I remember I didn't support Donald Trump.
you know what's funny?
Yeah. I thought he was just joking around. Like, yeah, this is my story. Don't think I'm all Team MAGA from day one. No. My story, but thank you for the like. I appreciate it. I was not always a DT supporter.
If he gets elected,
I thought it was actually a joke when he started running. I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't know this. I'm gonna tell you. This is my story. I never when he first ran. I thought he was playing around. I thought he was just joking. Like he's really gonna run. Nah, I was one of those guys. I was like, nah, he ain't running. I don't believe that. And then he was actually legitimately going on campaign trail. I was like, wait, he's really DT running? Nah, I don't believe that. But then it came the presidential debate with old Hillary Clinton. Oh man.
Always trying to garner as much support from celebrities that are totally out of touch. I mean, I think it's actually.
Well, rest in peace to Quincy Jones.
It really does.
We're not getting. We don't get off topic, but rest in peace to Quincy. I heard some dark things about him, but like overall, his impact in music, monumental. So, R.I.P. to my man Quincy. I hope his family is okay. He lived a long life. He died at 91. What did he not do in his life? He did everything. Only founded great careers. Well, yeah, back to the story. Yeah, I was not always a MAGA guy. I wasn't really, nah.
You know what?
Oh, Jesus, God. This is so fake. Why is she leaving the country? Why she leave? She don't do nothing right. She's an innocent bystander. Why she leave the country? Why is J-Lo leaving the country all of a sudden? Anybody want to explain this? I would love to hear why she's leaving. And then she's supporting Kamala Harris? Woo! Please, anybody. Why would J-Lo leave the country? Why would Ashton Kutcher leave the country?
But trust me, I've been in some of these rooms. I see the way power.
Why?
You love it when you do nothing. Okay? A non-vote is an agreement. It just makes it easier for them to do whatever they want, whatever serves them. And this election is about your life. It's about you.
Do you hear this? Do you hear this?
And your kids. Don't make it easy. Make them pay attention to you.
She's scared because she's going to get locked up. How did he do? He good? Hey, J-Lo, how did he do? You talk to him? Like, I know he's in the jail eating fucking old, cold mac and cheese. Like, is he okay?
Baby oil queen.
Baby oil queen? Y'all ain't right. I talk about, God damn, baby oil queen? God, Jesus. God, dog. Hey, that's horrible, bro. You call her baby oil queen? I'll be mad as hell. Somebody call me baby oil king.
Is it just me or that
sounds so fake?
Everybody that was talking with Diddy.
Anybody that was Diddy affiliated is all support Kamala. Why is that coincidence?
Footage of me doing God knows what, and I was involved.
You was eating shit too. Yeah, I know you ate some doodle. I know you did something foul, J-Lo. I know you did something. You with Diddy.
That's what it is, bro. And, yeah.
You did something dirty, bro. Don't even play. Nasty ass.
Was endorsed by RFK, Tulsi Gabbard, Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, Tucker, Dr. Phil, Buzz Aldrin.
Chris Tucker is a good. Tucker Carlson's good too.
The Diddy list. Period.
Everybody on the list is endorsing her. Everybody.
Usher, remember Usher?
Usher. He's the primary in that list.
I don't get into the politics thing. He probably got a phone call and he came out in a robe dress.
Some weird robe with like stilettos or whatever the hell. I don't know. Bell bottoms.
It's a joke. I don't trust any of them.
That was weird. I didn't like that at all.
Yes, we do. There's a whole set of updates and a couple of key progress.
Oh shit, what you got? Well, the way that he jumped up, that's a good thing. The way he just bounced off. Okay, we got some updates. Okay, so what we got? Oh damn, he took. Who did he take?
So we had several calls and then we had
What's this one?
Important in progress. So let's start out with some.
We have some updates, people.
In New England.
Okay, so he took Oklahoma.
Here.
Yes.
Ah, Kamala. She took. Oh, Rhode Island is blue. I ain't worried about that.
For the states that were called by.
Can you guys hear right here or no? You can't hear. Grab the mic and put a little closer.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kamala took Rhode Island.
Go for it.
Talking to your shoulder.
Okay, all right, as long as everyone can hear me. So we have several states that have been called. We have, when it comes to Donald Trump, the states that we're calling over there, we have the state of Tennessee.
So Tennessee's Trump.
For Donald Trump.
Good job. Damn, he blew her out in Tennessee. What the fudge monkey?
69.4% of all of the
69.4% went to Tennessee for Trump.
Move down and take a look at Alabama.
Alabama, Trump.
Alabama has also been
No points are in yet, but he won Alabama. He won Oklahoma. He's taking Kentucky. He's taking South Carolina and West Virginia.
Shout out Mississippi.
Mississippi.
And then finally, guys, we have Oklahoma, which was called for Donald Trump.
Oklahoma.
Now, many of these are really significant because these states were not called at the time the polls were closed in the previous election cycle. So we're seeing a lot of momentum for Donald Trump very early in the game. So this is very exciting, everyone.
I have something to read.
So right now,
Just keep on voting red, man.
Harris 35, as you can see, the VT News finished map. But now let's go take a look at a couple states that is very important.
105 already.
We first
Just keep voting red, man.
36% has
He took Georgia. He took Georgia. That's huge. Dude, I was freaking out over Georgia. I was like, man, Georgia, I don't know about them. They're so shady with their vote. He took Georgia. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Yes. He took that. Yes. He lost Georgia last time. That after the whole after his whole stuff up. That state. I was like, Georgia went red, blue? Hey, we got Georgia. Georgia. We got Georgia. Yes. Yes.
North Carolina tight as we expected.
That's fine. That's their swing too. I think they're blue or swing.
She got 54% of North Carolina.
Whatever.
Right now, about a 40,000.
Good thing is we got Georgia. We got Georgia.
A 59% probability.
Yeah, he got his butt kicked in Georgia. North Carolina, you can forget that. Shoot.
We're going to be coming back to Georgia and North Carolina because those are key states. And we're still waiting as Pennsylvania.
PA, they're so even, dude.
Is yet to have reported anything of yet. So,
why didn't I report it?
They waiting till the end.
Oh yeah, all right. Yeah, you better watch them.
They're gonna be the last.
Pennsylvania was still up. They don't even. It's a dead heap in PA right now. It's a dead heap, 50-50. That's crazy too, because that's a blue state. It's so here. It's right. Bro, get out and vote. If you're in Pennsylvania, go vote. You're dead heat. That's a swing state.
But this is as expected. But North Carolina, Georgia, Pennsylvania were important.
Tom, I got a question.
Man, if he could take PA, it's over. You take PA and Georgia? Nah, you ain't winning this. That's over.
That's why they're not reporting, because remember, the guy from the state's attorney just said,
at what point, which state,
if you don't like the election results, F around and find out. What kind of government says that?
because he already
know what it is.
So that's why they're waiting till the last. They're gonna be the last state to report. Watch.
And North Carolina.
Carolina.
North Carolina, but also Wisconsin. I'll read you something that Clay Travis
They're gonna be the last state.
just tweeted. Listen to this. Trump just flipped the gambling odds in Wisconsin. He's now
Wisconsin?
6 of the 7 swing states in gambling markets. Keep voting, pour on more steam, and sprint through the finish line.
He might take Wisconsin. That's another one. That's another swing state.
That's interesting.
It's very interesting.
Good. Awesome. Good. Yes. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom.
Go out and vote, people. This is real here. This is life here. I mean, seriously, it really is. Like, let's not even exaggerate. This is life here. Go out and vote. Go and vote for the best candidate. You've seen 4 years. You know what it is. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. You've seen 4 years. That's all I got to say. You've seen 12 of the last 18 years. Like 16.
They're like, look, I'm convinced there's going to be cheating.
Hell yeah, there's going to be cheating. You damn well know there's going to be cheating in this motherfucker.
I believe that. Raise your hand if you believe. Okay.
Hell yeah, I believe that wholeheartedly.
When you hear these stats that Laura Trump and others have hired 5,000 lawyers to make sure everyone is being held accountable.
Oh yeah, so you F around, you getting sued. That's it. And nah, we ain't even doing that. You getting sued.
Anything
Thank you. I like. Hey, that's his wife. That's what first ladies do. That's a first lady. Nah, I'm gonna back my husband all them down. You fuck around, we got lawyers. Nah, y'all playing. Because y'all already got 1 or 2 arrested for burning up ballots and trying to stuff ballots. I already know 2 cases off the top of my head. Hell nah.
And I think getting those
Nah.
lawyers ready to challenge things.
If you're gonna lose with dignity. Don't sit here and try to cheat.
A fair election, you have to show that you are going to act swiftly and strongly to make sure it's.
You will get sued, dude. They're not playing. Damn, hell yeah, I like that.
And willingness
Yeah.
to take the step. And I think having the lawyers ready,
On site, the moment it is. Boy, if you want to bully, you get sued, you gonna have a subpoena on you. That's it.
About it earlier today. Ron McDaniel getting out.
Hell yeah, I like that. Damn, I like Laura.
It's Ron
For that.
McDaniel.
Hell yeah.
No lawyers, no nothing. She's a right. She's in the establishment. I think him appointing, getting Laura Trump in there is absolutely fantastic.
Damn right, I agree.
Back to X.
Good job.
We're not seeing any of these videos of people complaining and people saying they're closing the lines. We can't leave.
I've heard all that all day.
And showing I'm hitting Trump.
And it's going to Kamala. I posted that on IG. I have posted this stuff. They trying to mess with the system. You voting Trump, they want to switch to Kamala. I know, I heard about that. I had to make sure I post that. And make sure everybody watching it. They know they doing stuff, bro. Nah.
Because people, so let me give you an example. Let me give you a stat. Washington Post over the past 4 years has lost half its readership.
Because they don't believe in Washington. They're trash too, like New York.
Last year, Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post. He bought it for his daughter. That's why he's saying, hey guys, nobody is reading your articles because nobody trusts you. And the New York Times, you know why the New York Times, the great New York Times, you know why they make money? They're crossword puzzles. Nobody is reading their stories either. Maybe
because they're not valid, they're not credible.
Now what you're going to see is that these magazines, if these newspapers, if this media wants to stay in business, they got to start telling the truth.
Because people know they're lying, dude.
Nobody's talking about that story. But money starts talking, man, and the more you lie, the more the rest of us go, I'm not reading that. I don't read the New York Times.
I don't either. I stopped reading years ago. Nah, I ain't messing with New York or Washington Post. They're trying to glorify Hillary.
And so what you are going to see, like with the Washington Post, is people like Jeff Bezos going, hey, you guys, you suck. Get with it.
Come on now.
Or we're going to die. And that's what's happening. So I like that. That's what the free market says.
That's a very good point, bro. Do you have the clip of what happened at Maricopa County today where the guy came out with some bad news for Kamala Harris saying, wait a minute, you guys cannot be doing this, and publicly talked about in the video? Did you guys see this in Maricopa?
No, I didn't see it. Show it.
If you haven't seen this, you got to see this.
Why? That's what's up. Because I've seen a lot of BS the last couple of days, dude. What's up?
Put a thumbs up in the video.
Yo, it's crazy. These people here, boy, you got to watch them. Little rats.
Rob, I'll just text it to you directly. And by the way,
Jesus Christ,
who has been on our podcast a few times. He used to be hated 100% of the time. Then he went to 80%, then 70%, then 60%. Some people like him right now. And this guy's got a weird last name. His name is Chris Cuomo, okay? He may join us in a few minutes. Let's see what he has to say. Hang tight. While we're getting him ready, I want you to watch this video. Go ahead, Rob. This is Maricopa County. Let me say it to before he says it. Maricopa County officials just announced bad news for Kamala Harris and the Democrats yesterday. Go ahead, Rob. Show this clip.
What's up?
Of those approximately 1.4 million ballot packets, we have sent approximately 27,000 to curing so far. Now, what curing is that's the process by which we attempt to contact the voter if we cannot match the signature.
Oh, they forging signatures. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, this is great. Yo, look at this. Yo, these people here forging signatures. Hell nah. You see this?
Approximately 1.4 million ballot packets. We have sent approximately 27,000 to curing so far. Now, what curing is that's the process by which...
That's insane.
If we cannot match the signature.
Man,
we have cured
do you hear this?
15,000 so far out of that 27,000. We have until 5 calendar days after Election Day in order to cure as many of those as we can. Of the
By the way, Tom.
That's
Tom,
insane.
doesn't know what this means. What did he just say? We have cured. What does that mean to the average person?
Well, to say he's curing means something is sick. And what was sick is they received a bunch of mail-in ballots.
That were forged
They
signatures.
could not identify or that were improperly filled out. So they actually in Arizona make phone calls over a 5-day period to try to reach the voter. Did you vote here and drop this off? I'm trying to get your name and your signature to line up, and the ballot was not correctly signed. If they can contact it, then they say that that sick ballot is cured and it goes in the stack to be counted.
Right.
So is this bad news for them when something like this happens?
It is bad news. It is bad news. Because now you have to actually look at the vote, not just off of what you got to ask them. Did you vote for Trump? Because y'all trying to switch up votes and stuff. So they call them and say, "Yay, here you go." All voice recorded too.
Just wants a fair election. If we have a fair election, there's not a lot to be worried about.
Just tell me, please.
If it's a fair election, it's different.
Were you gonna say something?
Can I see an image of that guy one more time, please? I don't know who he is. I don't know what he represents. It was hard to hear, but I'm questioning his decision-making ability. Just shave it off, bro. That hair.
Hey, don't do that, dog. Hey, don't do them like that, bro. Come on. You got self-esteem issues. That's why he keep that toupee or whatever that is, a toupee on his head.
Yeah, he's that guy's hair. His cousin. Is that hair?
See what you're trying to. We have a lot of beautiful bald people here. Rob Gargiu. I see CMAC over here. See, you guys just embrace it. Jason Statham. I don't know what he's saying. What I do know is Maricopa County. Is that the same county in Arizona where there was the Sheriff Joe Arpaio? This county seems to be a lot of nonsensical things going on. Callan, have you been following this for a while?
Probably, yeah. Probably. But it's a very important county. So they say as Maricopa County goes, so goes the state. So it's a very important county.
There's another guy in Arizona. I don't know if he's joining us. I don't want to.
Thank you guys for the likes, shares. Thank you guys. Appreciate you coming through. This is a very crucial election. Keep on voting. Got some good news if you are for the MAGA crowd. A couple of states have been going red. 2 states for Kamala. The other majority of it, all of it else is Trump. Just keep voting. We're trying to get some swing states. Keep your votes in.
And if we can have Jorge Masvidal, Jorge, if you're here, one of the greats, Jorge Masvidal, Adam, if you can give him the mic, and Tom, if you can give him the mic, let's have Ricky make some noise for Jorge Masvidal, Ricky Aguilar, Jorge Masvidal, give it up, give it up.
That's a rare human being right there. Look at that. Wherever you want. You sit where you want, bro. Go ahead. Look at that. Look at that. I'm producing estrogen. I'm producing estrogen as I stare at him.
So, Ricky, I'll come to you first. Who recognizes Ricky from the podcast back in the days? Anybody recognize Ricky? My man. So, Ricky, I'll come to you first, and then Jorge, I'll come to you. Ricky, you're in California, okay?
Yeah, how's that going?
Is my mic on or just...
I know we're not going to get college. There's no way we get college. But, man, it would be nice to see it come close.
So can you guys hear me or no? Is this better than the other one? Okay, all right. We'll stick to this. Ricky, you live in Bakersfield, California.
California, yes, sir. California.
Bakersfield, California. And your background, if you don't mind sharing with some of the folks here what your background is, family, and then, you know, where you stand politically with what's going on. Go for it.
Yeah, so absolutely, first of all, Pat, it's an absolute honor to be here with you. I remember we were sitting at a table just a few years back. It was a wooden table. It was me, Adam, Gerard, and Patrick on a little wooden table. To see that the big PBD crowd here is awesome.
Day
Super
one.
happy to be here with you guys.
Day one.
Thank you guys. Super awesome.
If he wins, we fix the country.
So we're actually from
ASAP. None of this wait 90 days. Nah. The first week. F this.
However, my family came here
God
obviously
damn
they
it.
illegally, they eventually became residents.
I'll be the
even though
forefront in
they
saying
find it
something
hard
this
to
bar's
understand Mexican.
political to keep
And I'm
this
against
stuff,
illegal
keep us
immigration.
getting
Like, how? That's
fixed.
where your family came.
We're so
Again,
bad out
that
here.
killed somebody doesn't make it okay just because he's your dad. Don't work like that. You know what I mean? You have to have a family of laws. I have to have a country of laws. But anyway, grew up in the hood. My parents got divorced when I was 6. Grew up in the hood till I was about 13. Well, no, actually lived there till about 17 years old. Got in trouble, dropped out of high school my junior year. You know, so I come from that hood, bad background, getting in trouble, getting suspended from school, you name it, all of it. But then, you know,
Life hits
years
you.
later, got in because of my brother, which I give my brother a shout out, Alejandro and the Dotoros and the Gaitans. I met Patrick, been working with Patrick for the past 8 years now, and he started giving me these ideas of, hey, so what do you think about the elections, and what do you think about this, and what do you think about that? I actually started in 2008, Pat, during the Obama election. So in 2016, I'm sorry, when Trump was running for president, and so I think Trump just wants power. That's all he cares about, because in the Hispanic community, when all you watch is Telemundo, Univision.
Oh, that's bull crap ass freaking Spanish channels. I know there ain't. I already know about them. All they talk about is drama.
To kind of give me some ideas.
That's why I be talking, man. Hey, notice how sometimes I tell you, you sound like a novella.
Red State.
Yeah, man. All they showing that's what, Channel 11? Novellas, just drama. But yeah, 40K, like, no, I used to do that to you? Yeah, exactly. That's all they show is drama. They don't show anything other than BS and gossip. That's all they do. You don't get anything productive whatsoever watching Telemundo. I'm just saying, I've been watching them. Telemundo and Mundos.
It's drama.
Mundos, whatever. Yeah, Mundos. Yeah, Mundos, the music video channel. All of this dramatic stuff. You don't get anything productive out of
When
them.
they're coming to you, are they saying, all right, what are you doing supporting Trump? Or are you seeing a lot more friends and family coming and saying, dude, I'm all in with this guy right now? What are you hearing yourself?
No, Cubans are firm Republicans. It's like firmly. It's before I ever had my ideas and stuff. They were firmly against communism. They're firmly against
I know
socialism.
about them.
So there's
That's
one
why I'm
party
making fun of them.
like a dog, and that's
I know about that. Was a
the Republican Party. You know, it's obviously not the
what?
Democratic Party. And
I was gonna go
my
inside
dad
and get my
escaped
tank
Cuba
shirt.
when he was 14 years old. He escaped with his best friend. His best friend's uncle. They found a tire tractor and they turned it into a raft and they hit the high seas. 7 days later, they got to the Bahamas. They got extradited. And I heard all these stories. Like growing up, I was like, oh, this is bullshit. You know, ain't nobody 100 miles. Why would you do that? You know, when I was a kid, and as I got older and I understood what communism was, I was like, wow, I get it. Why you put your life at risk. My other aunt, between Guantanamo and the nearest town, there's a huge land, and that land is rigged with minefields. Because if you get to Guantanamo, you could get asylum. At least back in the day. So my aunt risked her life, you know, and she crossed the field and a mine blew off, and it blew off her left tit, gone. And she's still kicking ass, you know, she's got some nicknames and stuff, but she's a badass, you know, and these are the people that like raised me and spoke to me about what this country means to the rest of the world, why they were willing to risk their life, which when I first heard this, I didn't understand. I go, why would you walk through a fucking landmine? Like what's behind you that could ever make you do that? And when I understood what was happening to them, it's where I decided on my mind, where all my politics, how I would stand, and my values, everything.
You got a big voice. I mean, if you think about Miami, what happened with Miami, DeSantis, Dade County, I mean, that's a lot of stuff that the influence you directly have, because we would keep hearing about you being loud about it. How many guys, some of the best fights you've ever seen in UFC have to do with Masvidal?
Yeah.
And I'm just watching and I'm like, you have no idea how many great stories I got of watching this guy fight. So much fun to watch. Ricky, on your end, Mexican, family, novelas, right? Or you got Jorge Ramos.
Okay.
Some of the
So far we're
Hispanics
here, nothing really
that
going on.
vote for Kamala if they do. Why
Oh,
do
excuse me.
they?
A couple of
Some
blue
of the
states
ones that
won,
get
but
switching
they don't
on
really
Trump.
mount
Why
or
do
shape
they, from your
the election
perspective?
whatsoever.
in 2020,
She still needs
we
100 delegate votes.
Over here in California,
So
we share the border with Mexicali.
not
we
much
share the border
going on
with
with that.
And so
Trump's at 105, so
the thing with the immigrants, and people took that personally because the Hispanic community, along with the black community, are very emotional.
no, hell no. I don't trust these people rigging stuff.
It's game over. They're gonna make you emotional.
You think I didn't learn from 2020? Oh, nah. I got trauma. I remember that. freaking out. Nah, going like, how it went. He was like this. Then all of a sudden, and then what happened later on? You know what crazy happened? A year after, all you saw was arrest, ballot fraud, ballot stuffing. Even Arizona didn't. Arizona, I think it was Arizona. I think Texas, Arizona. There was 3 states that said they don't agree to the election. 3 states. I said, how do 4 of the 3 states say no to Biden and said, nah, you didn't win that? We know tampering happened. And then years later, yeah, people, right. So even 2020 told you, you think I'm not going to see that? Nah, go out and vote. Damn that. And then why is PA taking forever? See how you know the weird shit happened? It's the weird stuff right there.
So the question is, if we find out that it was tampering,
then all hell breaking loose. That's what it is. I'm trying to tell you, all hell breaking loose. I'm not gonna stop it. I hope it do, because you're not supposed to have elections like that. Go ahead.
It should be every state. People go out in the street and protest.
Everybody. Over here trying to rig stuff. We all watching it. Everybody's watching this.
Don't go to work. Go out in the streets and protest.
I'll call out. Find out some hell shit going. I can't come in. I lie. Boy, don't play.
He went down a little bit, but there's still people.
Hey, this heifers is trifling. You gotta watch them. Nah.
Somebody that wants to take away birthright citizenship and whatnot. What they failed to forget was that Obama deported more illegal immigrants than any other president in history.
Yeah, he was czar of deportations, Obama.
They blamed Trump for in 2014.
So how the fuck Obama's doing the shit it don't make sense. I know Obama for deporting from Syria. When war with Syria, everybody was getting deported. If you was Israeli, you couldn't fly. You couldn't fly, Obama. Obama would deport you.
You are begging for citizenship again, and they're not going to give it to you. They just play to the emotional tonality.
Obama used to kick you out if you speak a little Eric. Kick your ass.
Do we have Michael Chandler?
I can't even cuss. I gotta keep it straight. I gotta keep it sensitive. Obama used to just boot y'all out. He didn't care. You want to go back to 2018? Go ahead, look at that. Go ahead. I dare you.
Former mobsters to see what the world of politics looked like for them in the 80s.
That ain't 2018. 2008. My bad. Is it 8? Yeah, 8. Yeah, 8 and then 4. Yeah. 2008. No, it was actually his second term he was doing that.
Up to Mike, Jorge, I'll come to you. Why are you?
He up the ante at the second term, boy. He started kicking everybody.
Why do you like Donald Trump so much?
2015, 16, I started seeing him do his thing, and he said one thing right in the beginning that caught my eye, and that was he said nobody was in his pockets. He said he was in all these politicians' pockets. He got him to do whatever he wanted to do, and nobody was ever in his pocket. He paid everybody off, so he was coming into the game with his own ideas, his own thoughts, and nobody could buy him. When I heard that,
can't say anything to that. He's not bought. I said that in 2016. He's not bought. You can't mess with nobody you can't buy. They just do what they want to do. I can respect that.
With his own thoughts, and he loves America, you know. So that's just how long I've been rocking with Trump, man. I love this guy.
I love it. By the way, you know, can you imagine if somebody trying to tell Jorge, don't vote for Trump? I wonder, like Jorge's gonna say. Do you guys see that one clip when Tyson's like, "What are you gonna do about it?" Rob, do you have that one clip where the guy is like, "Listen, Mike. I mean, I'm not gonna do nothing about it. I just don't know if I, support your decision to want to vote for Trump." Rob, if you got the clip, pull that up. Meanwhile, we have. Is this it? Go ahead, watch this, folks. Here's another one of those BMFs in the world. Go ahead, Rob.
I'm voting for Trump. So what's somebody going to do about it? I don't think anybody. I mean, I'm going to disagree with you. So what? What are you going to do?
By the way, if you actually think about it, Jorge, Mike, if you think about it, who do you think has a bigger base of fighters who can actually do jiu-jitsu, MMA, mixed martial arts, fighting, Kamala Harris or Donald Trump? Who do you think's got a bigger camp of fighters? Trump. Mike.
Yes.
Before we even talk politics, I got a selfish question for you. What happened with your fight with Conor McGregor? Everybody wants to know. I've had a lot of different answers. What happened there?
Yeah, I think Connor's voting for Kamala. If he was gonna vote for Kamala. No, he broke his pinky toe. So yeah, he broke his pinky toe. We built it up for like a year and a half. It was a while. Made a lot of sense to wait. We did the Ultimate Fighter.
His ear, yeah, he's got that pink ear. What's it? Not pink ear. What's it called? Cotton ear.
In 11 days.
That's why when you fight, get your ass beat up. Both. God damn, that means it's a.
Yeah, he's Dana's called it a number
Okay,
one
wait.
contender fight.
Okay, so let's see. There's an
Charlo is the
update.
highest ranked guy who
There's
is
a
not
lot of
currently
red.
fighting for the
There's a
title.
lot of red I just saw. So okay, that's.
Somebody said Philly is reporting now.
He's going to beat Arman Sarukian in January. And
Ohio is red?
That's the plan.
So
Virginia is red.
For you and Jorge. And Brian, you can chime in on this one because I think you can have some thoughts.
They're
on
gonna
this
they're
one.
gonna update.
By the way, folks, if I can ask you guys a favor, if you're here,
I can't believe he
do
took
me a favor,
Georgia.
don't speak up because I
Damn,
can
that's a
hear
good
it.
thing.
And if you're on the side, please don't do that. If you want to talk to each other, just go in the VIP room or go out there and talk to each other. If you want to do that, you're here to network. There's many reasons to be here. But if you're in this room, just please keep it down. Can we all commit to that? Yes? Thank you for that.
We just chilling.
This is very important question.
Okay,
I
so
ask you guys, both of you. Remember how I said one of the most important events on what happened that, tipped the entire thing and all this other stuff?
Virginia's
I
red?
think one of the things that happened is when Zuckerberg came out and he said he made a mistake giving the $400 million to Democrats. And then came out and said that the Biden-Harris administration kept telling them what not to post and what to post.
Right.
Okay? So, we've all seen the highlights of Zuck, fighting the kicks. And he looks like he's practicing. He doesn't look like he's winging it. He looks like he's doing what he's doing. What happens if somebody on the left who's not a fighter, who's never done this, at 32 years old, he's like, I want to learn how to do jiu-jitsu. I want to learn how to grapple. I want to learn how to fight. What kind of an influence do you guys, professional fighters who get paid millions on top of millions of dollars to do this, what kind of influence do you guys have?
I think after this little conversation, they'll show results because nobody gives a shit about that. Nobody cares about jiu-jitsu.
UFC hat on Mark Zuckerberg.
I honestly, I got to meet Zuck at one of the fights, and obviously, yes, I think he and I we're on different ends of the political spectrum, believe a lot of different things, but I do believe that you can catch a lot more bees with honey than you can vinegar. And I did see that post, I think it was Vivek Ramaswamy talking about it, and everybody's like, yeah, throw him in jail and do this and do that. And I'm like, yes, there should be a little bit of accountability, right? But also, a guy like Zuck has a very, very heavy hand. A guy like Zuck has a lot of influence. So I just think Zuck started training, that testosterone started going through the roof. He realized what being
By the way, this is a very important point, just so you guys know. Go ahead.
He realized what being a sovereign individual means. You don't know how not sovereign you are until you stand in front of a man and he beats the crap out of you, and then you pick yourself back up and you do it again. Or you get choked out and then you got to get up and do it again. And I think that's why, I'm sure Jorge gets it. Everybody's like, oh, you're under Dana's thumb, and Dana's telling you to vote for Trump, and Dana's telling you to be a Republican. It's like, no, we just know what it feels like to be locked in a cage, and nobody can help us. Nobody can save us. So it's just, I think it's a different mentality, and I think Zuck has started to realize that, and now he's starting to lean over a little bit.
And to piggyback on that, they've actually done experiments where when they raise your testosterone, as a man, you tend to vote or at least lean more conservative. That's an actual study.
Why do you think that is, though? Why do you think that is?
I think it's probably because it just makes you feel, first of all, if you look at how conservatives talk, it is about self-reliance. It's about doing it for yourself, not relying on some big brother or some giant equalizer in the sky, man, because that's not how life works. And every time you feel good about yourself, it's because you came up against objective reality. For a while there, you were on a boat in the middle of the ocean. The storm was raging. You didn't have a paddle, but you found your way to shore somehow. That's when you learn who you really are. And I think it's impossible not to align yourself with somebody who speaks that language when they're up on a podium. Not somebody who's out there going, we need help, we're all victims, and we've got to equalize the playing field, but I'm the one who can do it. Me and my philosopher kings, because we had the education, and we know what's best for you. That's really how Hillary
So let me
Clinton
ask you
and the
this.
rest
That's a
of them
very good point. But let me ask you this. How many guys here do some kind of fighting, kickboxing, MMA? Who here actually goes and trains on a weekly basis? Okay. Who here can proudly say their testosterone levels above 400? Make some noise. All right, we're going to test everybody outside. There's going to be a way to test you to see who's full of shit. Who's above 800? Who's above 800?
All right, results.
Yeah, I don't care about this, dude.
Podcast is
Yeah, this is getting kind of boring.
What would you say? I mean, if let's just say my son, who's over here, my son is 12 years old.
Yeah, because y'all, I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all just talking about you. I don't give a fuck about UFC. The fuck do I care about that? God damn, get to the point. They're just doing whatever. I'm like, nah, we're not doing that. Georgia's red, so we know Georgia is officially is red. Michigan?
Virginia's even.
Michigan. Yo, Michigan. Yo, Michigan?
We took Ohio.
Bro, didn't Michigan hate Trump? That's a swing state.
So we got Ohio.
Oh, damn. What? Michigan? Nah, let's see. Let's go. Let's see. I don't believe that. Let me see. Let's see.
Washington,
Georgia.
right here in this great state.
He took Georgia.
We are the best melting pot in the world. Los votantes
Oh, he lost Michigan. Then what is?
North Carolina.
He took North Carolina. He lost PA like that?
Dang, I told you they were gonna wait to put their shit out.
Okay, so as Senator Rick Scott there accepts victory.
Yeah, PA's gonna get recounted because that's too much of a landslide. They're gonna recount that.
To some of his remarks there alongside his family as well. We also have the results in the lower right-hand portion of your screen coming back out here.
Right to abortion.
Thanks for being with us. So that's what we're going to do all throughout the course of the evening. It really is still early yet here.
Even his popular vote's going up too. Trump's popular vote's going way up.
At the Washington Examiner. Before we do that,
Michigan, he lost Michigan. Okay, and PA, he lost PA and Michigan maybe. Fuck.
Going for Vice President Kamala Harris.
How did he? They're gonna recount that.
Let's take this. All right, so Congressman, the Democrat Andy Kim beating Republican Curtis Bashaw there in New Jersey. And this race just called by the Associated Press with around 28% of estimated votes counted. Remember, this is Senator Bob Menendez's seat that he resigned from this summer after being found guilty of 16 felony corruption counts, and he was convicted of that. He gets sentenced on those convictions come January here. Andy Kim will replace Bob Menendez there in the Garden State for this Senate seat. Democrats keeping the seat there in New Jersey. But we also have some race calls coming in on the presidential level as well. For Vice President Kamala Harris, we brought you Delaware for her. We brought you Maryland for her. We brought you New Jersey for her. Take a look at this there in the Garden State. Harris beating Trump in New Jersey. New Jersey solidly blue, solidly Democratic. I believe, okay, also we do have a race call. Let's go to Illinois right now. 19 electoral votes there in Illinois.
I don't like that he's on that 101.
And hers jumped 20 points.
Trump's 43 with 9% of estimated votes counted there. So you see the tally in the lower left hand of your screen there. That's the Electoral College. Remember the magic number is 270. Harris has 71 right now. Trump with 101 here, bringing Anna and Austin back in here. Also, we'll start with you. So we got an updated
Kentucky.
Electoral College tally. Still no surprises there.
You took Kentucky? I didn't know that.
Yeah, no surprises so far. Let's take a look at our bar. It's been filling in 71, as you mentioned, to 101 with Trump. We're starting to see, though, and this gives us a little bit more context, the lighter shades.
Damn, PA is so even.
That's Virginia.
But he's winning by a couple 10,000 votes. Ohio, he look like he's taking Ohio. That's a good one too. That's 17 electoral.
So far, we do see Harris with a 14% advantage in Michigan, Pennsylvania. Only 12% of the votes have been tallied so far. And right now, Harris has